You know what? I gotta say something here,
Oh,
man.
here we go. Go ahead, drop that thing, man. Stop
I
playing,
don't.
stop towing the line, and just do it.
I don't know if this was on our radar, if you were gonna bring it up or not, but the whole Steeler practice thing that they're live streaming here.
Oh man,
Do we want to give our reviews on it?
bro, we might as well. I am glad you brought that up.
You weren't gonna bring it up. You forgot.
I forgot.
You put it outside of your memory. You just trying
Listen,
to
I
like.
put it in a box. I locked the box. I threw away the key, and I chucked that thing, man.
You're scarred.
Oh man, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we talked about it. The Steelers hyped it up. We were over here excited. Live stream. We're gonna get to see the practices, get to see some hitting, some, you know what I mean, all this other because they're in pads. You know what I mean? This is like official. Yeah, we turned on the stream. I've turned it on multiple days now, and
Yeah,
it looks.
I tried for the first day and the second.
It
day.
looks the exact same. You're gonna see. It's 40 minutes long, and it's literally 35 minutes of them stretching, walking around, talking. You might see a clip of a quick little warm-up pass here, or a guy going under a chute, hitting a dummy. And then that's it. And then it's a whole bunch of whoever the anchors are, whether it's Missy, whether it's Pursuta, whether it's Craig Wolfley. And he's just like, I don't feel like I'm seeing anything right now. Yeah. And then the contrary was this. I don't know if I sent you this or not. The Browns.
Oh yeah, you sent it to me.
I did.
And I watched the Browns for a little bit.
The Browns look great. You can literally, it feels like you're actually there. You can see the whole practice, them running plays, tackles. You see Baker throwing Odell. You see everything. Yep. And I was like, that's how the Steelers promoted this thing. That's how they said it was going to be.
I want to give as much as this doesn't hurt to say, but I just feel like the Browns are doing things right on YouTube, man.
They are.
Dude, they got like 260 something thousand subscribers, but like you could even see some of the stuff they were doing. Like, I didn't watch. Did I watch it? I might have watched a little bit of it. They actually had like a whole vlog thing of like whenever they hired Stefanski and like bringing him in, like. They're doing some cool stuff there, and yeah, I wish like the Steelers were doing that type of stuff. Like that'd be pretty cool. And like,
dope, bro.
And like even just even from the standpoint of like, yo, just live stream the whole training camp here. Let's try to see that, because I actually watched some of the Browns. I was like, all right, this is cool. I saw Baker throw a duck. He threw a pick to the dude, trying to get it to Odell. But yeah, that's the type of stuff we want to see. Like Ben trying to throw to Deontay when he's up against Joe Hayden. Let's see what happens.
What does it look like? Yeah.
But I guess from you don't want that kind of stuff maybe to get out.
But this is my thing, right?
I like as a fan we want it, but as an organization, I could see why you want to keep that tight.
See, this is my thing though. Under a normal offseason, right? Normal training camp, it's free access. So anybody, you mean to tell me Cleveland has never thought about sending a scout or somebody here to just record the practice and see everything? Because with training camp practices, they're open. We've seen them.
Yeah.
Wherever you're at, you can record them. You can do what you want. So why all of a sudden now, when we're talking about doing it from a stream standpoint, now they don't want to show it?
Maybe because like all eyes will be on that now. It's like that's the main show. Isn't that how it
always is though?
I don't know. I think the only time you're seeing clips is like someone's pulling it up from their phone. And like whenever the Steelers would release anything, they'll show you the highlights and stuff, like good things, right? But if you're gonna see like Ben throwing a pick or a bad play happening, it's probably just gonna be from someone's phone. I don't think it's as out there as it would be if it's the main thing on the Steelers YouTube and it's getting promoted like that.
You just said Baker threw a pick, and that's...
I know. I don't... Dude, I think that's cool to see.
Even the
I wouldn't care.
The Broncos do their stream... No, the Broncos and the Seahawks do their stream the same way the Browns do. So I literally watched all of Russell Wilson's practice. Good throws, bad throws. No one talks about it. It is what it is. Like, I mean, because training camp is training camp.
I agree with you.
That's your trainer. Buy now, pay later if you want. There's financing, so you can get your gym right away. All you got to do is make easy monthly payments, all right? You can do it for the whole family, man. Starts at under $20 per person for the whole family. Fight Camp offers flexible financing, all right, as low as 0 APR. And right now, for a limited time, you can try Fight Camp for 30 days with their money-back guarantee. Just go to joinfightcamp.com/fighter. That's right. Try Fight Camp 30 days. If you don't love it, they'll refund your money. Train like a fighter. Turn your sweat into results right now. To try Fight Camp for 30 days, just go to joinfightcamp.com/fighter. Joinfightcamp.com/fighter. Man, everybody should know by now that deodorant you've been using since high school, the name brand stuff, it's not healthy for you, man. I'm talking about there's aluminums in there. It plugs your freaking sweat glands. It's not good for you. Check out Native deodorant. It doesn't just block odor better, it's made better. Native has ingredients you've heard of like coconut oil, shea butter. It's also vegan. It's never tested on animals, all right? With over 10 scents, including rotating seasonals, Native has something for everyone. The most popular classic scents are coconut vanilla, lavender rose, cucumber mint's my personal favorite. That's what I use every day. Native is risk-free to try. Every product comes with free shipping within the U.S. of A. Plus, free 30-day returns, exchanges. See why so many people love Native. Check out over their 14,000 five-star reviews. Do what I did and make the switch to Native today by going to nativedeo.com/TFATK or use the promo code TFATK at checkout. Get 20% off your first order. That's nativedeo.com/TFATK or use the promo code TFATK at checkout for 20% off your first order.
Can I ask you a question
play each other twice
about the NCAA?
You don't think it's going to go down?
No, what I'm saying is like that's all going to be like for what? Like the whole point of why we love it is the rivalries, the fact that there is a season, we know what they're playing for. All that stuff is going to be taken away. They think that we just want to watch people play football and that's it.
I think a lot of people do just want to watch people play football. But I have a question about the players.
SEC's going to be nuts.
I have a question about the players. So, because I had heard college players, and I have no idea if this is true. If a college player, say, breaks his leg playing football, the school covers that, or the family has to cover that?
The school covers it. Hold on. If you did it while you were playing football,
the school covers it.
Yeah.
But say you're playing football and you get COVID and there's hospital.
They cover. I think
what I read was, and what the Pac-12 players were like, that's one of the things that they're fighting for.
Pac-12, the Pac-12. If you look at that, if you have any
that's
fucking
ridiculous,
brain, you look at their demands. But when they were like, we want 50% of whatever you bring in. And so the Pac-12 commissioner's like, hold on. Do you realize if we give you 50%, that 50% pays for every other sport? No other sport makes money. Name another sport, women's sport, that make no money. So Title IX, if there's men, there has to be women, right? So if we give you 50, all these other sports are gone. All those women's sports, all your friends, that's gone.
And I say, that's your problem.
Yeah.
That's what I say. I say, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, tennis team. You know, because the problem is the way. See, this is a more of a systematic problem.
Wait, you think they should pay the football players and cut the other sports?
No. I'm saying that this is exposing a problem, how the colleges are run in the first place. Even where money is allocated, where money comes from, why the money is being spent. You know, the fact that education is for profit is the problem in the first place.
Yes, 100%.
Okay. So the fact that you're saying it costs you $80,000 to sit in this chair and learn from us that's part of the issue. So you go, all right, you're just not going to make the same amount of money that you're making in college. And, you know, the money has to be spread out in a different way.
Lower the tuition. But also, this is the other thing that pisses me off, and I've been through it firsthand. They go, well, we are giving them something, we're giving them an education. I promise you at these big schools, and I played big-time college football, you are not learning anything but college football.
Right.
It takes up all your fucking time. You get the easiest classes on the schedule, so they just want you to stay eligible. Then you get done, you're like, I learned nothing. When I got my degree, the kid behind me, I won't say his name, my first day of school, he was the first friend I met, I swear to God, I swear on my mother, he asked me, how do you spell chair? And I thought he was joking.
Because you were like, I don't know either.
Behind me, I was like, how the fuck is this happening? You have a degree from University of Colorado now.
Well, there's like I said, there's so much money involved, and the money goes towards like I don't want to like I think
it's a ball game, Eric.
But I just think that's a weird excuse. It's just a weird excuse.
Yeah.
It's just an excuse to be like,
all right, well, we have to have the sports, and what are we going to do about all these other sports and all the other stuff? It's like, you go, well, find a different way to make it happen.
But
don't leave it just
like
on the football program to cover everybody's ass.
Schools like Stanford, and I don't know what the number is, but their endowment is something astronomical. It's in the billions, I think. So for them to cut sports 1 year because they're not making the same amount of money, I think is bullshit. What the fuck do they have all that money for anyways if they're not putting it back into the school and back into the kids? So I think most of these schools, I don't know what they all have, but most of these big schools have such a large amount 100%. Of money in the fucking bank. If they're not spending it back on the student, what's the fucking... Then it is a true business. You know what I mean?
It is a business.
Think of a bowl game. A bowl game, if you get invited to a BCS ball game, you're talking about $40-50 million just for that game, win or lose, for the school.
Just to go, right?
50 mil. The kids see nothing. They don't give a fuck. Yeah. They don't see a dime.
But that's why there's so
many
bowl
when
games,
Tim
right?
Tebow was playing? When Tim Tebow was playing, he had the #1 selling jersey in the entire world. Beat LeBron James, Michael Jordan, the #1. You know how much money he saw? Zero. Florida couldn't keep it on the shelves.
Does that
money
$0 go to Florida or the NCAA?
Florida.
It goes to Florida. It goes to the school.
Well, I go in whatever
Jersey
company,
sales.
whatever, and also like Nike and whatever,
Yeah.
whoever is whichever one was in charge of it.
But also with even the NCAA, like the college football EA Sports games, they got these guys on the cover, right?
They cover, but they don't use their names in the video game.
But
it's just numbers. But if you're playing,
they stopped. They have the numbers, but you can't. They can't use their likeness. Yeah, they can't use their names and stuff anymore.
But it's like the number.
That was that Ed O'Banning trial. That's what they fought for.
The Bannon brothers.
But they just change. But they are changing the law right now. They are. They're going to be able to like make money off their likeness.
And this is hilarious to me because what
players are.
Well, what NCAA is doing is like, no, you can't make money off your name and likeness. Well, there's maybe 5 to 10 guys who are going to be able to do that. The rest of the guys are fucked.
Yeah.
There's 5 famous guys that people know they're going to make money.
I don't know why they don't just put money in an endowment or something
and give it to them when they leave.
Yeah, yeah.
Would you, as an athlete, would you have preferred to have been paid while you went, by the week, or at the end of your 4 years? Here's whatever a little bit for you to get started.
That's a good question. Probably the smartest choice is give it to them once they have to graduate. Give it to them once they graduate.
Yeah.
If you get to me wall and I'm balling,
right?
I mean, I'm buying
kegs.
I
know,
right,
but I'm going to.
These hoes are going to Mexico. They're like, dude, he's 18, bro. I'm bear balling on Instagram. Like,
wait, are you talking about last week?
Hey, dude. By the way, don't do this on camera.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's it.
It's college, bro.
I'm not even going to mimic it now because right now there's dicks being put on his face right now. There's some kid in Idaho right now thank you, shop.
Get his ass. You've done this long enough not to look up and do that, man.
I've done it long enough where I don't care anymore.
But I think that if the money... First, I think that college athletes should be taken care of better. So... Let's stop fooling us.
But quit saying educate. Like we give them an education.
No, right?
I'm telling you don't.
No. Let me finish what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
They should live in a plush dorm.
A different dorm.
Yeah. No. Let's be real about it. It should be plush. There should be buffet style food. It should be like there's a masseuse whatever.
They should be treated different.
They should be treated differently because they bringing in $1 billion.
Everyone or just
that's
the
market
football team?
Value.
Just the football team and the basketball team.
Right. Those two teams.
And whatever, and the Connecticut female basketball
team. I was going to say
women's basketball.
I'm talking about whoever's bringing in money.
Yeah. So the truth, there is a volleyball team. The Nebraska women's volleyball team sells out all the time.
Boom.
So if what you're saying is
they're not bringing money in though.
But they're bringing money in.
There's no TV rights. There's nothing.
Well, that's true.
No other college sport makes money.
So what are you saying?
Basketball
Will you go over a certain amount?
Certain
if they make over a certain amount. Like, is there a line, or every football and every basketball team?
Well, I just think that if there's enough money where, if you had some sort of endowment, if there was some sort of what do you call it? When you put money, like not the stock market, but, like a bond.
Yeah.
So if you had like a 5-year bond,
It's a health code violation to deny service based on someone's disability 1 year. So I would love you to do it. It'll cost you $75,000. Or you can look up the law. Do you want to look at the law first? Because this faggot right here is going to... He doesn't know the law. He thinks he's smart. Read Gavin Newsom's law. If you kick me out, it's $75,000.
know, because another thing too is I think that college athletes should be able to have like 7 years of education eligibility. So
that's interesting.
So you could play, like, if you go to play college football, they go, okay, well, even if you don't go to a bunch of classes for your first 3 years of playing college football, we don't care, but we're gonna let you take another 4 years to graduate and we'll pay for it.
You have 7 years to get your degree.
You have 7 years to get your degree, and you can play football 4 of those 7 years.
And now some kids are going to take advantage of that and get masters, which is great.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because most of them are not going to make the NFL.
That's true.
99%
And then you have, and then in that 7 year time, there's a money that goes into a program, you know, and you just you know like if you're a tier 1, you know, you're gonna athlete that people are watching, you have to have some kind of like rating system. And so there should be like a basic level that even if you just play, you're just a left tackle that you're never going to go to the pros, you still played. So maybe there's 50,000 in a thing for you when you graduate,
which is huge for them because
that's huge.
But what 50,000 when you graduate and gives you time to figure your life out?
Does it? Because I like a lot of those ideas.
Internet mysteries are very few and far between. Historically, we've had quite a few interesting ones that we've since covered on the channel. The Key Lime Pie, Yay Video Games, Funtime Kids Care, Ori Chef, and Baby Monkey mysteries are among some of the most notable, and each of these have had incredibly mixed outcomes. 4chan is a place that I, surprisingly, haven't really touched on, primarily due to the fact that I've yet to really encounter anything that hasn't been covered to death. Tonight, however,